Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Browns coming up next.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
In the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Takes it at the 7. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But
they go play action. Mayfield swings this out for Hunt. It's a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a second down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mayfield. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game.
They'll start by running the option to the right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he gets this up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Kevin Stefanski consulted with his guys above, and they've told him, throw that challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On third down, Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Play fake. Mayfield. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there. And he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run on first down. Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Parkey adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line.
Jackson going to take this himself.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Jadeveon Clowney who got upfield for the stop. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Throwing is Jackson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Play action. It's Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. 15 yards there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going long here for Wallace. And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Edwards. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And they run with Edwards off the option. And this time he is in. Yes. Gus Edwards. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Landry again, the intended target. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield going back to Landry. This time he's got it, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. A give right side now to Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. And a give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, Most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their...
Shoves him away. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What step? Following the interception, Mayfield trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes.
They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Mayfield to throw it. That one is caught by Hunt. Able to push his way through. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. From the 45 on second down, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football, and the Ravens have got it.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Underneath here to Hill. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Second down and 3. Jackson now. That one complete to Prochet. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throw right side taken in by Wallace. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, pass incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Jackson going to run, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Now this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. And this The Browns drive about to get started, and they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. And some room to run now. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally, and you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear Coach
Tucker now to add the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Ravens. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarters. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they did not have the same kind of success on the ground. They struggled to get the run game going to this point, as you see there.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. And, you know, both of us gave these guys a real shot coming in here, but I don't think anyone saw this on the road. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action with Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the option right is Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. Again, Jackson will keep it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now it's Jackson. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Tucker's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the Ravens defense, they get ready and they trot back out onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire...
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Mayfield leaves it for Hunt on the draw. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll start with the option.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
What a run there. I mean, you've got speed, elusiveness, escapability all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the guys who can do all the things you just described. You want those guys who have speed, elusiveness, and escapability all rolled into one with the ball in their hands. And guess what? It's him. So there's no sense in throwing it or handing it off when you can do all of that yourself.
They go play action now. Jackson.
Open man is Duvernay.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Porter gusted.
Able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Under pressure, they got him again. Andrew Billings providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Cleveland offense making their way out.
These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. To throw, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding the tight end, Hooper. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Again, it's Edwards. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Edwards now on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the handoff, Edwards. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run with Edwards. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Finding room to the 20, and he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now parking for the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 to 27. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. If they can finish this one out, they'll book a date in the AFC title game next Sunday. Now 1st and 10 at their own 21. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run once more with Edwards. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On 2nd down, it's Hill. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 33 and a first. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they go to Edwards. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now a run with Edwards. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?